Hi, Professor Nugent. This is Julie Miller again. We're doing Steve and I are doing the termination visit. Um, so that's what we're going to be doing here. Okay. It's good to see you again.
Good to see you.
Thank you for coming in again today. And I know that we've been kind of talking about, how things have been going in our past visits that we've had here in the past few weeks, and had discussed that maybe you wouldn't be needing services anymore. So this can be uh, one of our final visits that we'll have. So just kind of wanted to revisit some of the things that have been happening. Can you just tell me what's been going on since our last visit? I know you're concerned.
Well, I got contacted by a friend of mine that I've been in the business with for years, and I actually went to college with for a while. And he had some positions that were pretty much like what I was doing for this first company, and so there won't be a real gap. I'll have some vacation to take, which won't be too bad.
That's great.
And I mean, I'll lose some benefits and things like that, but I won't have to move at least. And they say you get most of your good jobs from friends anyway, so I was glad that somebody could come through for me, and things aren't going to be as bleak as I originally planned, thought
Right.
about.
Right. So originally, the concern for you coming to me was the loss of your job, where you thought you were going to get a promotion, and not only did you not get the promotion, that your whole section was eliminated, I guess, from cutbacks and
Right.
stuff. So it sure is good to hear that you've been able to stick with it and stay motivated and pull in your resources of what you knew, and find another job. And it sounds like that you're on the right track, and hopefully this will be something that will turn into something that you enjoy and feel secure with. And um, tell me how you're feeling about this new job. Is this and kind of the whole thing that you've been through here of losing your job and
Well, the job is going to be essentially the same. Really, the only difference is I'm going to have to get used to a whole new set of people. But I'm usually pretty good with people. There's a whole new dynamic because it's a different company, and I will have to start off building respect and relationships with people. But other than that,
sure.
everything's going to be pretty much the same. I think everything happens for a reason. There's probably a good reason that this happened, and
Well, you certainly have the strength of personality, and you're certainly approachable, and have a good sense of humor, and you're able to put people at ease. So I think that won't be a problem with for new people. I think that's a really good strength that you have, not only the professional background but the personality to pull it off as well. So I don't think you'll have any trouble there. And then
good.
sometimes it's kind of fun to meet new people and
Yeah, it
to
is.
find
Yeah,
out new people.
yeah. You kind of get in a rut in some places, but my rut was headed towards a promotion that I didn't get, so I guess I kind of have to start back over on as far
Right.
as that's concerned. But
Well, are you still feeling a little bit frustrated or
oh, I
bitter
always
about
will,
that?
always will. I worked so hard for so long, and then not only didn't get the jump in pay and the jump in seniority,
Right.
I got canned for nothing, for not on merit but on cutbacks, and so yeah, I'll be a little more careful. I don't know that I'll be able to force myself to work as hard as I used to
Right.
because I'm going to have to convince myself it's worth it. I'm afraid I'll do it again, and then all of a sudden, boom,
Feel like you can't invest yourself as much as you did in your other company.
right, right, because this company seemed very stable, and all of a sudden
Right.
they saw they can make another dollar in another country, and
So it's almost a loss of control that you feel that you had to feel from losing that job, I'm sure, and
right, there's
starting
this kind
over.
of stability, and then all of a sudden the ground just falls out from underneath you.
Right. Well, like you said, it's kind of cliche, but everything does possibly happen for a reason, and I think that you need to recognize in yourself that you've been able to um, take what was a very stressful and very negative circumstance and go to your friends, go to your colleagues, and be able to pull it off where you have found something stable and good. And maybe you are wiser. Maybe you will be wiser now to be a little more careful. I don't. I don't think it means that. I don't think you have the personality where you would be less motivated or work any less hard than you did the place before. I think that you have a great work ethic, and maybe just in the back of your mind, you may always feel um, a little bit protected, I guess.
Right.
But that doesn't mean you have to hold back on your skills because it may be a gift to your coworkers or whatever. So, tell me a little bit about through this process of you and me working together. Um, what has been helpful? Were there things that may have um, should have been offered to you that I didn't take care of, or something that may have helped better, or something that did help? Any kind of feelings you have there?
Well, just talking to somebody outside of the work and outside of the workplace, as everybody kind of in the job looks at it from a clinical standpoint. It's this, it's that, it's black and white. But what I try to convey to people is that it was personal. It affected my family. So it was good to talk to somebody like you that looked at it from a personal, from a me standpoint, rather than a financial, which is what I was focusing on. Um,
That's understandable.
I don't know that you could have done anything differently. I think just listening and then telling me what you were hearing me say, which made me think, oh wow, I need to focus on other things and quit being bitter, because I'm not going to get my job back, and
Right,
so I just had to move on and go with what the cards that were dealt to me.
right, right. Well, I appreciate you saying that, and I'm glad that it's been a good experience for you, and I'm glad that things have turned out so well. If you ever need services again for something, hopefully not for the same reason, but for other things, then our services are always available.
And you're gorgeous, so I'll come back.
He has to get one more in before on our last video. You're going to be so glad to get rid of us. Thank you.
And it's hot here,
Yeah, it
y'all.
is. We're